Hey everybody, hope everyone had a happy Christmas, and we're going into 2025 with a lot of new expectations in film and collectibles. In the meantime, we're looking at a wonderful collectible I got at the end of 2024, something that means a lot to me, the character of Nosferatu, who of course is a remake of Dracula from 1922, and the silent film, Max Schreck, the actor, being the one who portrayed this amazing looking guy. And this is a triple subject video in that I just got the NECA figure, which is an amazing figure. NECA, to their credit, is just taking off like a rocket. They are doing some amazing things. I've held quite a few of them in my hand. I don't own all of them, but I've seen the workmanship, and they are terrific for their scale. They challenge the 1/6 scale figures that I've seen in the world. And this Nosferatu, this is being the ultimate action figure version. He comes with quite a few looks. I'm going to take his box and turn it around here, because without being able to change him, I can at least show you some of the changes he does affect. Now, he does have the smiling face, the grim face one there with the hands reaching out that I have on mine. He's got the hat with the quill and the note and they don't have a table, but he's got a bottle and a cup. The keys, his welcoming pose there, that's when he welcomes Hutter, the hero of the story, to the castle. So just this one figure, you actually want to get 2 or 3 just to have the different versions. And if I'm not mistaken, NECA came out with a version of Driver Nosferatu, which is the one that drives the coach that picks hapless Hutter up from the crossroads and takes him to the castle. I don't have that, but I might get it. This figure that you see beside it is another company. It's a much older figure that I repainted. You know me, I'm going to repaint things. I gave him a little more character in his eyes and fingers and details. But this was one that was a series of silent movie characters. They did Cabinet of Caligari and a few others, but they did Nosferatu, and that's not the box cover there. That's the DVD cover. I'm just using it as a poster graphic. Mine just happens to be the Kino version. I need to get a Blu-ray. There's some really nice versions out there. But what's significant about this toy, the one that I'm showing at the moment, is even though it's very stylized, it is based directly on the art of the production designer for the original Nosferatu movie. A man named Albin Grau was the artist. And this was one of his drawings. And it may have been in some posters, I'm not sure. But I love having it because that was the concept Nosferatu. And this is Max Schreck with the makeup and the suit. And a very, very accurate, realistic, rendition of it. Right down to the posture and the way the coat fits and the legs and everything. So you can see both the concept art and the delivered character. It's just a delicious mix of imagery. And to consider it was the first Dracula movie. I'm not sure it was the first vampire movie per se. That's probably debatable, but it was definitely the first Dracula ever put on film. And in fact, they, if you know the history, they got sued by the Stoker estate. F.W. Murnau and his company got sued because they didn't want it to be a movie. They didn't want Dracula to be Dracula, and so he changed the name to Orlok and did all this stuff. Well, they were even told to destroy the film. Well, thank God they didn't destroy the movies that were out there, the films, because I cannot imagine a history of film without this magnificent character in it. I just can't. And all that to say, the Nosferatu's been remade several times now. There was a 1979 edition, Werner Herzog, did an amazing edition that was very haunting and different. And it still had an ode to this look, the bald head and the pointy ears and the little vampiric teeth in the front. Well, what matters right now, the timing, what that matters is I just saw yesterday Robert Eggers' new edition, the 2024 Nosferatu movie. And it was amazing. And the ode to this original is just palpable watching it. He obviously loved this film. And if you do go see the movie, it's amazing. It's different. It's haunting. It's graphic. It's scary. He did take liberties. Dracula or Orlok doesn't look like this exactly. He's kind of got the innate physiology, the sort of tall, hunchy back, figure. And you consider who's playing the guy, and he's like 6'4", so you're going to have a tall, villainous character. But when you actually see him, I won't lie, I was a little let down. I mean, not that the makeup wasn't fantastic and the actor disappears, all those things that have already been said, but to me, Nosferatu will always be this guy. It will always be this guy. And Max Schreck, the German actor that played him in that movie, will always embody Nosferatu for me. That's just the way it will be. I saw it in college on a 12-foot projection screen. I was unprepared emotionally for how I was going to be affected by it. It really scared me. I thought it was really good. I couldn't believe a film from 1922 had as many exterior shots and fantastic experimental techniques. It was really, really cool. So to see Robert Eggers' version, here we are in modern times, and to see what he did, I understand the decisions he made. I don't agree with all of them. I feel like Nosferatu is a specific look, like Mickey Mouse or Batman. You can challenge that. You can say Eggers challenged that. And I understand what he did. I still enjoyed the movie. I'm not in any big hurry to have a figure of the guy, except maybe when he's in his big furry hat and his big coat, just because he's big and scary. But he's not this guy. So that's my only criticism of the film. Otherwise, hey, it's great. Go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's great to see classic Gothic horror again in this age of slashers and killers and theme movies with these. It was pure Gothic horror, something out of the old days, and to me, it's worth it for that. Thank God somebody has the backbone to do that again and put the time in it, and I thank Robert Eggers for that. So, and it's a remake of one of my favorite movies. So, yeah, Nosferatu is one of my top 10 favorite movies. So, yeah, I can't help it. I'm going to see it, and I'm going to enjoy it. As for a toy, I'm blown away. I made this base, by the way. That's a standard little, I think it's a NECA generic boxed base you can get. I think it's NECA. It could be McFarlane, but it was clear plastic, and what I did was I etched stone into it and did some spatter technique and painted some things. I wanted my Nosferatu to have a nice base, so he's got a kind of a stonework base. To say any more would be redundant, so I'm not going to say any more. I love this figure. It's one of my absolutely favorite figures, not only of 2024 for me. That was the year I acquired it. It may be older, maybe 23. But all I know is it's one of my favorite figures of all time. And, of course, the character is one of my favorite characters of all time. So I can't help but love it. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe if you have not. I hope to bring some more interesting things like this to play. If you have a comment to make, if you've got this figure and you want to say something about it, please do. I love people that share their comments. If you've seen the Eggers film, you want to comment on that. I'm not really doing an Eggers review, so you don't have to go there if you don't want to. But it is a cool movie, and I do recommend it. So run, don't walk, run to see this movie. I will own it when it's on Blu-ray, as I do, my other Nosferatus. Anyway, that's it for today. I've got some other stuff coming this week I hope to do, and And I'm just overdue with this. I do have a 1/6 scale, 12-inch sideshow Nosferatu I reworked, repainted, and it's in a previous video with a couple of other Dracula guys. So go see that if you haven't seen it. Go look in my lineup and you'll find him. And I may do a new video on that. I'm kind of redoing that figure. I can't afford the caustic plastic version, which is fantastic. But I do want to note, you notice how much this looks like the caustic plastic? A little bit. I mean, the colors and things. I kind of like that. So for $20 you can get a little version. Sorry, I'm going on and on. I love this figure. I could gush all day. So if you have it, you know what I'm going through. I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun, and we'll see you next time. And go see Nosferatu.